all of the Zodiac drawings that we did in the previous series. I just completed the series last Sunday, so if you haven't seen any of those videos, I do have them in a playlist, but I am going to go over and show all of the Zodiac drawings that I have done as requested, and kind of go into a little bit more detail of why I drew them the way that I did, okay? So, also, I am pretty sure I'm going down with a cold, so I might have to take some breaks, so you might see a lot of edits in the video, but let's go ahead and get started. So the first drawing that I did, I believe, was Sagittarius, and now that I think about that, I did not grab the booklet that I drew that in because actually that was a really old drawing that I had done. So I guess recently the next one that I did was Leo. So let's go ahead and look for Leo. Okay. So Leo was this one here. So I chose to do this in pencil, and with Leo's characteristics, I kind of wanted to go with Viking vibes, just because I feel like Vikings have a way of being represented by being super strong and courageous. So I drew a Viking man and I gave him some braids. I tried to detail his kind of outfit. He has a medal or a medallion, and then just some kind of armor. I think I was going for a leather armor here. You can kind of see the different patterns to the leather. I wanted to give him a beard, and then of course the lion head. I feel like Vikings were known to wear the animal pelts, so I wanted to go with a lion. So that is what I wanted to do for Leo. I draw all of these by hand, but I do have to kind of look at forms. I have a really hard time drawing just from my memory, so I kind of have to look at something in order to draw it, but I try to make my own spin on things. So I changed the animal pelt. I think I changed some of the armor as well. It just helps me kind of create a drawing with proper proportions. If I try to do it just from memory, it just doesn't, it's hard for me to really draw it accurately. So, but this was a Leo. So the next one was Virgo. So this was a Virgo, and since Virgo is kind of depicted by a maiden, right, is often depicted for Virgo, and I believe she is the goddess of, I really should have looked this up because I don't want to say it incorrectly, but I believe she is a harvest goddess. So that's kind of what I was going for. And these flowers are also known for Virgo. So every zodiac sign has like their own flower, their own, I guess, color, birthstone, you know, everything that kind of, they just all have like their own unique features along with them. So for this one, I created a maiden or a young woman, and I gave her some flowers that represent Virgo, and I also added the wheat. So this is supposed to be wheat. I know it looked like it kind of looks like a different kind of plant, but I really tried hard to make it wheat because that is what Virgo is known for. But yeah, I just wanted, oh, and also I did this in pen, so I kind of tried to do like some of the shading just with like little dots and stuff. But yes, this was Virgo if you missed it. Okay, the next one. Okay, the next one is Cancer. So this one I had a lot of fun with. It was the first colored drawing that I did. So I first drew it in pencil, and then I went over it with some gel pens. So it's kind of hard to see, but depending on how the light hits it, there is a lot of metallic-y kind of gel pens that I used, and then there's some glitter ones as well. So for Cancer, I wanted to incorporate the Cancer sign in her crown. I also wanted the crown to kind of resemble like a crab, and then I also gave her like a crab pendant, just to really drive home that this is Cancer. And then I just wanted to give her a flowy kind of hair. But yes, I was really hoping that the Cancer sign and the crab would kind of really showcase that this was Cancer. So if you missed that video, this is what it turned out to be. Okay, so that was Cancer. Okay, the next one is Libra. So Libra was one of my favorites just because I love angels. I love drawing feathers, even though it's kind of hard for me. I actually struggled a lot with drawing feathers, but it was challenging and I really enjoyed creating this one. So I wanted to, so this is Libra. So Libra is depicted typically with these scales because they are, you know, the scales of balance. So Libra is also a wind sign, so I just wanted to incorporate feathers because, I mean, to me that just, I don't know, it makes me think of wind and flying and everything like that. So that is why I chose to do a feathered goddess. I also was just kind of imagining the Valkyries from, I believe, Norse mythology. But that's kind of like what was in my head. And I like how she turned out. So I drew her in pencil. I added a little braid. It's kind of hard to see. I gave her a little headpiece with some more feathers. Wanted some flowy hair. And then she does have feathers on her arms. They're kind of like, you know, it's her arm and then it kind of like fades into feathers. And she also has her own set of wings. So I wanted to have her holding the scales of balance. So that is what I was hoping would really drive home that this was a Libra. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I think this one was honestly one of the harder ones for me to draw. But I think I really struggled with her hand. But yeah, I really hope that you like this one. Okay. This next one is Gemini. So, Geminis are known by the twins. So, that's what I wanted to draw here. I wanted to carry that over. I feel like it's hard to depict Gemini without some kind of twin or identical aspect to it. So I wanted to draw two beautiful twins, but I wanted to make them slightly different. This one is more of a moon twin, and this one is more of a sun twin. So here I just did like rounded and curves for her crown, and this twin I wanted to do more sharper points and spikes, kind of representing, you know, the sun. So, and then I gave them both pearls, like both pearl necklaces, because pearls are known for Gemini. So I gave them pearl necklaces, and I did make them conjoined, but I wanted them to be slightly different, because even twins, even identical twins, like, they aren't the same person. They have different characteristics, but I wanted to kind of show that in this drawing. So this one was Gemini. Okay. This one was one of my favorites as well. This is Taurus, and I drew this one in pencil as well. I wanted to really show that this was Taurus by the bull horns, and then giving her beautiful hair, and I gave her some armor just because Taurus's characteristics are very strong and brave. So I wanted to kind of make her a warrior. So I gave her a little sword and just some plated armor here. And then, of course, just tried really hard on the bull horns to make those look like bull horns. But this was Taurus, so I really hope that you like this one. Okay. The next one, I might be doing these out of order, but there was one that I did on this watercolor palette because I wanted to use watercolors. So this one was Pisces. Actually, this was the so for these videos, I did these all ahead of time before I recorded, and then during the recording I just scribbled and just like quickly blotted something down, just, you know, just to get that noise, to get that sound. And then at the end I showed you guys the finished product, which is what I had already done. But yeah, so now I just have these random like scribbled drawings that I was doing in the videos. But okay, I will show you the true Pisces drawing. this was Pisces. I was really sad because I had just finished it, and then I dropped my pen, or this was like a marker or something, and I just made a line, so in the video I was like covering that. But anyway, this is Pisces. I really wanted to do watercolor because Pisces is a water sign, and I wanted to kind of make her a water elf, or I don't know, even like if you are into D&D, I believe there are water genasi. So that's kind of like what was in my mind of what I wanted to do. So I tried to kind of go with like a koi coloration here. It's kind of hard to see, but I tried to make it look like scales and almost like sequency. And I don't paint very often, but I wanted to give her very subtle, like pinkish, purplish hair. And then once I had the flowy dress, because I also kind of wanted to resemble like fins, or just really keep the fish vibe going, because Pisces, I'm sure you know, are depicted by two fish, so that's kind of what I was wanting to go for. It was a very water-like drawing, and then I kind of just blotted some watercolor, trying to bring out some of that color and water. But yeah, this was one of my favorites as well, and I really hope that you guys liked it. Okay, this next one was Scorpio. So, Scorpio, I really wanted to kind of be more of like a Greek type drawing, or at least like the clothing. I wanted to give her very curly brown hair, I gave her a little helmet, kind of resembles like scorpion, but also maybe a snake. That's what I kind of see whenever I'm looking, is like a snake head. But this is Scorpio, so I wanted to not necessarily give her a scorpion tail, but I chose to give her a whip that kind of resembled a scorpion tail. So that is what I chose to do here, and then I really wanted the gold to stand out, so I did this in marker, and I just did an outline here just to show her like outfit in her robes, but then I colored in more of the armor, just to really make the gold pop. So I guess I could have done it in like maybe a brownish orange color. Maybe that would look more Scorpio, or even red, but I just really wanted to go with gold. So that is Scorpio. Capricorn is the next one, and this one was a lot of fun to draw. So Capricorn is typically depicted by like a top half of a goat, and then a like fishtail. It might have like an actual name, I just don't know it. So I was just describing to you what Capricorns are depicted by. But instead of making this person a goat slash fish, I just wanted to give him some goat horns, and I also wanted to make him a bard, because Capricorns are known to really enjoy music, so I kind of wanted to incorporate that in the drawing as well. So I gave him a lute, I believe is what I was trying to go for. It may not be completely accurate, of gave him some older looking or like fancy-esque clothing. I really struggled with the hand, and I gave him a little bit of a pouch. I didn't detail it too much, but yeah, this was Capricorn, and I really hope that you like him. He was one of my favorites to draw. So, Aquarius, this is one of the last ones that I drew. But here is Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is a wind sign, actually, which is kind of interesting to me just because it's aqua, or like Aquarius. That makes me think of water, but it is an air sign. So I was wanting to kind of go in like a air nomad type way, maybe kind of like The Last Airbender. So I was just kind of looking for some like flowy clothes like that. And since Aquariuses are depicted by like a water bearer, or like a person holding like a water jug, instead of him literally carrying a jug, I wanted to just give him like a little water skin, or a canteen, or other names that I'm pretty sure these have. But I just wanted him to kind of like hold on to it, and that be like his form of water bearing. But yeah, so I was kind of like just going for a air nomad with a thing of water to really depict Aquarius. So I also gave him elf ears. It's kind of hard to see, but a little bit of pointed ears, just to kind of like bring out the fantasy. But yeah, so Aries was the last video that I did, and I love her. So I feel like I could have detailed her hair a little bit better, but I wanted to give her these really strong ram horns and incorporate them on the helmet. So I wanted her to look really tough and really brave. But I think I could have done a little bit better on the hair. It's just a little too scratchy for me. A little too I don't know, not detailed very much, but I really wanted to go for kind of like flames and like just heat. It's kind of hard to draw something like that. I mean, flames would be easier, but I was kind of wanting more of like a, I don't really know how to describe it other than like a flash of heat, a flash of like wind and fire. So that's kind of what I was going for. So I didn't really draw like very detailed flames that you could see, but that's kind of what I was wanting, was like her coming out of this, or even maybe she had just like struck something with her like weapon or something, and it just like had this like blast of heat or something. So that's what I was going for Aries. They are a fire sign, but yeah, that's what I was kind of going for Aries. So I really hope that you like this one as well. I was really excited about the ram horns. So yeah, I guess I kind of have a theme of giving these zodiac signs horns. But okay, I think that was all 12 of them. I know I've missing Sagittarius, so I do apologize for that, but that one was actually just a drawing that I had done years ago, and I didn't really have the concept of So thank you so much for all of your love and support during this series. It seemed like a lot of you guys really enjoyed it, so thank you for giving me an outlet and interacting with my channel. I will be back Thursday, and then I did have a question about if I'm going to be doing other series or more zodiac sign series, and yes, I definitely plan to do more zodiac themed series. So